You might have this idea of what solitary confinement is like based on the movies, a dark hole where someone is isolated for hours and gets no light. Well, I spoke with a correction officer sergeant and a former inmate, both of whom give very contrasting accounts.
Solitary confinement is torture, and it's one of the worst things that can happen to anybody.
In 1998, former veteran Alton Lee got a 25 to life sentence for second-degree murder. Lee says he did 45 days at Mid-State Correctional Facility's Special Housing Unit, the state's term for solitary confinement.
I'm getting frustrated, talking to myself. I didn't have a mate in my cell. Your lights is on all day and then they go out a certain time at night. They don't want you to say anything. If you say stuff, you're going to get beat up.
But I spoke with a sergeant at the Upstate Correctional Facility who would not reveal his identity for fear of losing his job, who said otherwise.
There's no such thing as solitary confinement in New York State. They have a cell. It's 10 by 12 cell. They have their own exercise pen connected to that cell. They're taken out of their cell numerous times a day for medical. They go to call-outs. They see OMH daily.
Some of that is correct, but for the most part, it's absolutely wrong.
Lee claims correction officers have complete control over access to inmate medication, and there is no access to natural light. He says they're only given a small space outside of special housing.
Like me, I'm 6'4". If I was laying down and do push-ups, I'm like almost wall to wall.
According to docs, prisoners can only spend 15 days in segregated or separated confinement. Via the HALT Act, segregated prisoners must be offered 4 hours of out-of-cell activities and at least 1 hour of recreation daily.
They're not like they're locked up in a dungeon.
Lee, meanwhile, was released in 2023 upon getting a degree and facilitating rehabilitation programs.
My way of atoning for what I did is coming out here trying to do right, trying to help some other people.
At the Capitol in Albany, Zion Dakota News 10, ABC.